Welcome to Empowered by AI, the podcast for women entrepreneurs ready to harness AI to take their businesses to the next level. I'm your host, Michelle Muncy-Silva, founder of Innovative AI Studios. You may have left corporate life to start this entrepreneurial journey, but you don't have to go it alone. Here, you'll find a supportive community of like-minded women and an invaluable thought partner each week, as my guests and I share actionable insights you can use right away. So let's dive in together. All right. It is so good to meet you and talk to you. Lorena, welcome so much to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yay. I was hopeful that you could tell all the listeners a little bit about your business, what inspired you to start it.
Yes, real brief. I have over 20 years experience in marketing, primarily corporate marketing. And I'm more of like a marketing generalist. I'm not super focused on anything. But in 20, I was laid off from my most recent corporate job. I was working at a corporate legal law firm in Midtown Atlanta. And COVID happened. Many of their clients were smaller businesses, SaaS companies, founder led. And so I was one of a few staff members that was laid off during COVID. And at that point, I decided that it was probably best for me to become a stay at home mom. I had my son that year as well. In 2022, I believe, after being at home for about 2 years, I was really getting antsy and just wanted to get back into the workforce because I just love my career, marketing. I've always wanted to be a marketer, and I have an undergraduate and a graduate degree in marketing. And it's interesting, I was home during Christmas. I'm from Washington, D.C., and I enjoy social media, and I was on Facebook really late at night, and I saw an ad on Facebook that was real. It spoke to me, and it was an ad, a video ad, basically, and I don't remember the specifics, but it was an ad it was targeting people that were interested, hopefully, in starting their own business as a freelancer.
Mhm.
And I was intrigued and I clicked, and the next thing I knew, I basically joined this network, this group, and really that changed my life. And here
Mhm.
I am a couple years later, and I started freelancing on my own. And again, this was a huge part of it. I had a support group, and through calls and things like that, I was able to start freelancing. And I saw that I really enjoyed doing it on my own terms, and had a young son, whatnot. And they had a workshop, just a lot of opportunity to continue to learn.
Mhm.
And one of the workshops that I signed up for, I believe it was a small fee, but it was an AI summit. And I was really intrigued because I really wanted to keep up with my skills as marketing and technology moves so quickly.
Mhm.
And I decided to go ahead and sign up for this AI. It was a summit workshop over a 2-day course. And I signed up for that, and it was wonderful. And just this year, I said, wow, this is becoming a thing because I have 7
Mhm.
clients now. Most of them are now ongoing retainers. We have a partnership. And so I established my business, my LL, this summer. And I'm a solopreneur at this
Mhm.
time, with thinking about possibly growing, but at this time it's just myself.
So you've explained your journey to connecting with AI. What tools are you currently using in your business, and how did you decide, like, what factors made those particular AI tools most important to you?
Yeah. So, like I said, the AI for so many people can be scary if you don't know really much about it. And I think for me, that signing up for that summit That was over the course of 2 days. Stay-at-home mom. I made the time and I signed up for it. All these speakers and experts talking about it. It really just gave me just a very broad, wide view of everything that I can use. And the main AI that I use is ChatGPT. And
Mm-hmm.
that is the number one tool that I use daily in my business. Another thing I learned during COVID was some light graphic design. Again, in my industry and business, marketing, so much is expected of marketers these days.
Yeah.
So I learned Canva during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And that has a lot of AI integrated in it. And that was primarily self taught. There's so many videos that you can go and in Canva and learn yourself. I also use Mid Journey. I
Mm-hmm.
have messed around, played around with that, which is for AI generated images. It's pretty cool. I use, let's see, Facebook also has, like, in the messaging part of Facebook, they now have the Meta AI.
Mm-hmm.
And I use that to help me post and write things because I'm a member of different groups on Facebook. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's quite underutilized. And Gemini is another one. That's, what is that? Part of Google that
Mm-hmm.
I think is quite interesting. If you go to Google and you type something in, now you'll see Gemini will put some things under that. And Perplexity is another one that is just great AI tool, especially if you're trying to do research, marketing of any type, because it can pull, or if you're a writer, it can pull links, specific link through Perplexity and give you links to different websites. So if you're a content writer and you need to write a blog post, it's always good to have hyperlinks within it, and Perplexity can pull that information for you, and it's excellent. Those are the main ones.
Yeah, and it sounds like you're using them, correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like you're using them for image creation, for visuals and assets for your marketing tools. You're using them for writing. Is that predominantly correct? And
Yes,
then research, of course, like you said.
yes, I that is exactly correct. And I think when I first started, like many people, you were just absolutely blown away that ChatGPT could just write like a blog post for you. And then as we learned more about how Google works and this and that, it needs to be original content. So very quickly,
Mhm.
I have changed my methodology and I don't use it anymore to write blogs, but I'm sure some people out there do. But um, I have moved now towards using a lot for brainstorming. I write blogs for different clients and write things on LinkedIn, social media, and it's 100% written by me. But I absolutely go to ChatGPT, for instance, to help me create an outline
Mhm.
and ideas and brainstorming. And
Mhm.
then I write the content and I can have it expanded and revise and edit and proof. And I think that's how a lot of content writers are using it as well.
100%. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's the time it saves, right?
Oh, yes. It's such, and when you
Yes.
are a solopreneur, when you are carrying all the weight of a business single-handedly, that time saving gives you time, frees up that space for you to think and function in these other spaces that you're in such high demand across this wide range of things you have to do.
Yes.
So that makes total sense to me. What kind of challenges or learning curves have you come across as you've picked up some of these tools?
Um, just I think that the tool is probably more powerful than you think it is, and just trying to continue to stay on top of it and to continue to learn. There's a lot of noise in social media and everybody's talking about AI. So I'm trying to read certain newsletters that are relevant to my expertise and see how they're using AI. And periodically, they have different webinars. I try to sign up for those just to make sure that I can learn more.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the ones that I recently sat in on was, I think, one by Social Media Examiner. They've been around forever.
Mm-hmm.
And it was using ChatGPT to help you with surveys
Mm.
and do surveys, surveying your clients or surveys at the end of the year or at the beginning of the year. You have an idea of the questions that you want to ask, and you can use certain survey tools, but you can actually put those questions into ChatGPT and say, how can I make this question better? Or
Mm-hmm.
you're a market researcher. How can I improve this question? And so there was a whole webinar on using it for surveys, which I thought was terrific. So that's something new that I learned that I hadn't thought of using it before. And I have a strong background in market research. So, and I thought I
Right.
knew enough. And then I saw this and I was like, wow, this is great.
Yeah. I think there's a high demand for getting us. We have learned, many of us, how to use Chat GPT for some basic prompting and
Yep.
brainstorming, as you said, but it's like you said, we cannot be expected as individual business owners to even begin to tease out everything that it can possibly do. So sometimes these
Mm-hmm.
outside sources are like, oh my God, I want to learn that. That would be so
Yes.
great.
Yep. Another great way, another part of learning curve was, yeah, like developing. I'm a solopreneur, so establishing a group of peers within ChatGPT, because I'm just a one person, small business consulting marketing. But if I want to brainstorm with different people, yeah, I can do it email or meetings. But did you know that you can do it through Chat GPT as well? It's like creating your own board, if you will. And that was something new that I learned. And it's, who would I like to be on my board? And you can create personas. And I can have a finance person, I can have someone in HR, and it's just incredible. That was part of the 2-day seminar that I participated in, and somebody in consulting uses it that way. So
Mhm.
that is also pretty neat for a small business owner.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's absolutely amazing. And speaking of the challenges and the learning curves, I think there's also, as you're hinting at, as you get some of these learning curves under your belt, you're working through these things. What kind of impact do you think that this partnership with AI is going to have on your business operations?
I think if I were trying to do this before I think the time frame would just take years, and it'd be a long time before I get to the level that I'm looking to be. And this just shortens that time frame, I think, tremendously. I at some point may want to hire a few people, figure out if I want to become a marketing firm or what. But a lot of it, it's just I can do so much with it, and produce more content for clients and for myself. So it's just a reduction in time, and I'll be able to accomplish more. Which is wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. Every business owner would love to have a partner that helped them accomplish more.
Hmm.
Yep. Yep.
Yes.
Where do you see the future for your business in partnership with AI? Are there any particular applications or tools that you're interested in exploring next?
Everybody's talking about video and more, doing more videos. And
Mhm.
so I think I've got the writing aspect down pretty well, and using a write good content and articles and helping me with that and brainstorm and all that. But I haven't explored some of the video aspects of some of these AI different platforms. And I'm not talking about ChatGPT, but there's some
Yeah.
out there that can create, you can't be two places at the same time, but there are some AIs that can create a avatar, if you
Hmm.
will,
Yeah.
yourself. And so that is something that I am seeing on websites where they walk you through things, and just having those avatars talk about a process or a workflow or something like that. So I
Mhm.
that is something that I definitely want to explore next.
Mhm.
And using AI, yeah, to do some videos and
Mhm.
editing and things like that,
Mm.
or having someone help me to do that, I think would be great. And I see that as the future for sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then do you have advice for other entrepreneurs if they're thinking about incorporating AI into their workflow? What would you say to them?
Yeah, really what was so helpful and useful for me was just finding out, and there's so many seminars or webinars or whatnot. Some are free, some are paid, but for me, that was the best thing ever because I really got a taste of all the different types of AI that's available. And so if you're able to find something online, I would highly recommend to sign up on that. And I'm very much a visual learner. So I like to be able to see something demoed to me, and that was just so excellent. And so after I took that, participated in that seminar, I was able to go back and then practice a lot of that on my own. I think people should try to embrace it. It's like the internet. When the internet came out, it's not going to go away. I would say, don't shy from it. I would embrace it. AI is not going to take over your job, but I think somebody that knows AI will. And I think it's going to put you above your peers if you know it and you're using it, and it's pretty exciting. Obviously there's some ethical concerns, but for me, I am embracing it as much as I can, and just figuring out which AI tools I'm most comfortable with. And yeah, it's great.
Yeah. I so appreciate your candid sharing. And if somebody wants to connect with you, where are they going to find you? What's the best way?
Yeah, so the best way would be to connect with me on LinkedIn,
Hmm.
because I am running lean and my website is under construction. And so I really connect with people on LinkedIn, and you can just look me up. It's Lorena, Lorena, Jordan, Jordan, Decker, like a double decker bus. And then it's MSM. So I have my master's in science of marketing. And yeah, I would love to connect with anyone. And I'm on there.
Fantastic. I absolutely love it. Lorena, I appreciate your time. I know how busy you are, and I know it's late for you. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. And yeah, I'm happy to talk.
Thank you for tuning in to Empowered by AI. If today's episode sparked ideas, don't wait. Follow the link in the show notes to visit innovativeaistudio.com and download your free resource created to help you put today's insights into practice. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes packed with more tips, tools, and inspiring stories. Until next time, stay empowered and keep innovating.